Welcome everyone. It's been a while and we took a little bit of a break, but we're back and we're back with a new series and we're calling it Tree Talk instead of Tea Talk. Because as Red Tree Wellness stands for, we're kind of a pillar we see ourselves that you can come to us for your guidance and for your health. And we have different branches and modalities of thought, but also different branches or ways or tools for you to help guide you on your wellness path. And so we thought we'd kick it off this fall with the ladies at Red Tree Wellness with the theme of as we transition from fall to winter in Chinese medicine and metaphysics. This is a closing down time, completion time as you transition to nourishment and maybe ending and new beginnings. So I thought that would be a great theme for us to talk about because we all have different ways that we think about it. We know Dr. Dang is also a naturopathic physician. Suzanne Williams is also a Chinese medicine practitioner, herbal practitioner. You know, I'm that as well. So I also have the spin of astrology and feng shui. So we thought we would just have a chat about that. So our theme is slowing down. Yes. What does that mean to you? So who wants to kick that off?
Sure, I'll start.
Okay.
Thank you for the intro. So I thought about this a little bit because I think every fall it's a very busy time for our family. Modern day parenting is very busy, and now I'm finding that with the weather change, my immune system isn't the best, and I'm bogged down with the return of colds and flus, things like that. So for me, slowing down is not just the physical body. I find that I'm preparing for what's to come holiday-wise.
Yes.
So I'm finding that I'm saying no to a lot of asks of me in many domains of my life. So then I have room for personal pleasure and things that give back to me. So slowing down is slowing down one aspect of the busyness, which sometimes you can't escape, but also trying to fill it in with something that's joyful, that gives meaning to my life, that oftentimes is the back burner. So
yeah. And I really like those points you mentioned too about saying no to more things, because we say that also in astrology and feng shui. We say if you're going into a hazardous time that's not aligned with your element, then you actually want to say no because you want to lessen your exposure to hazards. So it's kind of akin to when you go into fall and winter, because it's supposed to be a slowing down, nourishing time. If you keep saying yes and putting your energy out there and expending your energy, you're not aligning with the season that wants to slow down and nourish you. Instead, you're expending what should be nourishing you. So that's a little kind of tip that we want to kind of say is it's okay to say no more, and do say no more, and align with the light. The light is waking up less and going to bed early. So if you keep in harmony with that, your body is not going to try to force itself to go against the energetic flow of the season, and you'll feel like there's more flow.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah, that resonates with me as well. And I find that I don't know if it's because I just really like school and the school year kind of starts in September, but to me it's kind of my new year. And so I don't really think of the December, January, or even the Spring Festival as my new year particularly, but I do think of September as a little bit of a reset for me. So I do take what I've learned through the year and I reflect on that. So that's my slowing down, is I'm taking a pause, slowing down and reflecting on what's happened through the year for the 9 months, and then taking that and seeing how I can sort of gently apply it to the next, quarter, and then even moving into the Gregorian New Year or the Chinese New Year as well, the Lunar New Year. So for me, that sort of September is my little reset button. And I do find that I like metal season a lot. So I think that's probably also why that feels like a natural new year for me.
Yeah. And that aligns with the seasons too, because metal is about clarity. It's about completion and clarity. Sometimes it's like hard line, like black or white, but it doesn't have to be. It's about finding clarity. So I think that makes sense and may resonate with other people too. Yeah, and that's a good time to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, before we wrap up, I want to mention one more thing, or I want us to speak about one more thing. I want to talk about foods, because we speak about a lot of this in Chinese medicine, natural medicine. What are some things you're doing right now that you might be doing differently now that we're going into fall or winter with respect to, say, food, or we've talked a little about lifestyle, but food.
Right. Yeah, the slow cookers come out of hibernation.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably all find that. And I'm focusing more on the slow foods, right? The slow cooking methods. So slow cooking or roasting sometimes as well, with a lot of nourishment and liquids, right? Because we're getting into drier seasons. I know we're in Vancouver, it rains a lot, but if you think about how dry the leaves are and how dry the trees and nature is, we need to kind of inject the nourishment back in. So I tend to look to the slow cooker and to those slow digesting foods like some grains and the heartier vegetables and things like that.
Very good point. I actually took my slow cooker out about a month ago, so just kind of made natural sense into it. With food, for me, I usually through the summers I gravitate to the fresh fruits and the yogurts and the granolas, but it's got a cold property to it, and so now I'm moving away to a warm breakfast and moving away from a cold breakfast. What about you, Kathy?
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback on that slow to digest foods. In the summer, in the warmer months, you kind of think, I need a quick food that's going to be fast for my digestion to work through, because it's a lot of heat that's generated in digestion.
Good point.
And when you think of like the fall time harvest, I'm thinking for myself foods that are sustaining, that make me full, last longer. So I'm not grabbing those easy carbs to fill in the space of I need to feel full, which can be a danger, because then you're going to grab quick carbs that are going to make you feel like crap. So I'm thinking a lot more pulses or lentils with real hearty root vegetables cooked in there. Keep it simple, not too many crazy spices. You want your digestion to be nice and easy, not overheated. And enjoy the bounty of harvest. But I do like the cooking methods of it: roasting, stewing, keeping it warm. Very nourishing for the
And the
body.
nice warming spices, right? Like the digestive spices that we use in Chinese medicine.
Exactly.
Cinnamon, cardamom, all those nice.
Nice. Any last words?
It's great to
Good.
be here.
Yeah.
You guys.
I
know,
know. Our
it's
first
been a
tree
while.
talk.
Good to kick this off again.
Yes.
And we're hoping that you find this great little tips in hearing our conversations, what we would talk about in the clinic. But now you get to kind of be a little eavesdropper, because we talk about this in clinic all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, so living in harmony with the animal kingdom. We hope you like our vibes. Cheers, everyone.